just got home from the doctor in the doctor's office that had a flag outside of it with a consulate. I could not figure out how that was on my Northern Boulevard. Made mention of it, then the flag changed. It has a reference to Kent Place. Don't know what that was about, but the doctor I went to go see is now in there. Doesn't come up for some reason as a check-in on Facebook for the FB relationship. They did have an interesting color mask on the from the front desk, however, because whenever you go into the doctor's office now, they ask for a mask. So there's a very interesting mask going on. Um, I was thinking to myself, I've had problems with Tiafrio since the beginning. I never know if he's a friendly or if he is some kind of put in problem. Again, then I'm looking at Father October, who's put in to office somewhere else in an intelligent side of something, and I'm thinking to myself, Father October, over here for some reason they have a baseball reference. It has a 1977 reference. Again, not my cup of tea, not my family. I don't know who got involved in this side of sports and made this is a Mr. October, some World Series 6 representative, game 6, I don't know, October 18th 1977. I have no idea who made that pick. So I'm thinking to myself, none of these things, by the way, the sports memorabilia, none of this would be here if it wasn't for Tiafrio 1975, who's not Nikki, just in case anybody cares. So I am stuck with this, whatever, at the moment, dirty operation, it feels like, and having no benefit whatsoever, and wasting my life completely, and other things are going wrong in my real life. And so I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, Tiafrio mentioned quite a few times that he has a Green Beret friend. And I'm like, that's a problem for me. That is a serious problem for me if he's got Green Beret friends and I've got nobody. Or what feels like nobody, just a Father June, Father November, and Father October. And like there's a Cardinal Dolan somewhere as like a 3.5. I heard him reference that for the Rockettes on the Channel 7. Why does Tiafrio 1975 get a Green Beret friend? What about me? My grandfather fought on the side of the Americans at some point. One of my grandfathers. The other one was whatever he was. I'm the grandchild born in Plainview. I did tell the doctor that he asked me if I was born here. I said I was. I said, in fact, so you don't forget it, I was born in it. It's just the stars and the letters work out. Plainview. So there's that, just for data mining, since I hear there's a university for that, and whatever's put in the office, I don't really know, but this is my Alexander. He's very important, and I don't know how to protect him when I can't even protect myself, it feels like, from these problems with crazy donkeys from 1976 and some person who's got representatives and friends that seem really important, especially according to a big bird, or an eagle of some sort. And yet I've been held in a position where I don't have the same. I mean, they never gave me, they never gave me Nikki to formally marry. And now I'm in the situation that I would have never painted myself into, ever. And I don't know how to fix it. But I don't want to. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. I just know what was correctly proposed for engagement, and then how horrible the whatever was here that has some kind of, I call it toilet paper, but whatever. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken. So now I've made videos before. This was part of Northwell Health System. Um, I went and I made some videos of healthcare that I, in my process, had a different color mask. Today is the only time I've ever seen this color. For whatever reason, whatever it means, I don't know. Is it just the stars lining up? Is it just, again, is it the Phillies? Is it the Astros? Is it baseball? Is it football? I don't know. I don't know. I found out today what twilight means as far as an anesthesiology terminology goes. That was like, now I have a word to describe it. They made Twilight here as if it was a love movie between vampires. I don't know what that was about. I mean, I saw the movie. I know it was a big thing when Alexander was first born, but I am not quite sure what's going on there, if that's used as a anesthesiology reference. And again, I keep watching for the 7, but I don't know what beret. I mean, that's isn't the Green Berets supposed to be? I thought the Americans. So that's supposed to be my friendly. But if they're only communicating with Tia Frio 1975, how friendly could they really be? Doesn't seem like they're whatever, just so Father November, Father June, and let's just add in Father October for this conversation, since I can't remember who was put into the frame, life frame reference, when the painting and the artwork dealer were looking for the correct respectable for perhaps a member that nobody saw in however that works. But I did have a visit from Don Saladino the day after to confirm that that was Nikki and that was who I was to marry, and was that a respectable meeting. And so I did confirm that. And however, we were on camera. He came to Genevieve's just so Russo by the Bay, or Russo Dante, whatever. And then I think there's some DC comic reference or Marvel, I don't know, with the Russo. It's a big family. So, but there's locals, and then there's Ransom Beach, and there's a whole lot of operations that go in the so and so and the who's who. And like once they've made contact with you, is it like catching a disease? Like, I mean, if like you, I mean, like, I don't know how the mafia and the mobile works on this Long Island. I mean, there's supposed to be strong references, but to protect their pieces and past participles, like, I mean, oh, and I went to the physical therapist today. Told him that I was able to get some kind of motion that looked like running. So I ran for the last 6 days around the lake, but I had a little bit of tenderness or swelling in the joint, the knee joint for bum knee. And so he said to me, and it was Adam, just Adam talked to the G.O.D. and said, on the 7th day, just rest. So that's the doctor's orders for today from an outside, like third party doctor, or I, of course, will follow that doctor's orders because it seems when Adam speaks to God, it's he's looking out for God's best interest. I would think. I tend to trust Adam on that, but again, it's just real life who I'm with and around, even though it sounds incredible and like out of this world, right? Yeah, it's a great beyond perspective, like great beyond the human perspective that these invents were floating around prior to me walking in like a brick wall to the actual known possibility that it's real and some unexplained phenomenon and surreal and spiritual. However, it works. When it works. So that's where I'm at today. Star 1978, star 8378. Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way universe, galaxy is broken.